FedEx full, we commanding the block. Burgundy and gold, got the city on lock. Hustling plays, ain't no need to pretend. DC reppin' strong and we fight to the end. Command is moving, no breaks, no pause. Hands in the dirt, respecting the call. K-Dot in the mid, dissect the grind. District divider with a city in mind. Trying to dance why, don't miss a bit. And you gotta spread the word, so shit is shit. K-Dot.
Pretty brutal loss, K-Dot. The Commanders go to Dallas, lose 44-22. This is the live post-game reaction from District Divided. Thanks for joining us. I'm Amit. That is K-Dot. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate you guys. So let's just go ahead and get straight into it. The Commanders entering the game at 3-3. The Cowboys 2-3-1. So this is a game that can flip you in the standings if you lose, or you can continue to rise and see how you go moving forward. End up losing 44-22. The big news before the game, the day before, in fact, was that Deebo Samuel was going to be out. So what did that mean? Terry McLaurin's out. Noah Brown's out. Deebo Samuel's out. You're left with Chris Moore. You're left with Jalen Lane, Luke McCaffrey, and then Robbie Chosen was elevated from the practice squad. We knew it was going to be a tall task, but was simply too much. And Jaden also goes down with a hamstring injury. So we'll talk about all of this. K-Dot, I throw it over to you. Your reaction.
Shit game. Team played like shit. We injured out the fucking wazoo. Need guys to step up. They didn't. Jaden didn't look good for a good portion of this game. Left a lot out there on the field. You talk about meat on the bone. A whole other fucking meal out there. I don't know what to be expected when Deebo wasn't going to go, when you're going to get your top three receivers. But, I mean, I look from top down. I mean, I see Cliff try to continue doing something with the run game. But, I mean, like, you got to run with some purpose. And in some of these series, you start off and you don't even do what you're supposed to do as far as running the football. Then you're backed up as far as that goes. And then you try to do stuff. If Bill's not getting it done, you finally start going to McNichols or Rodriguez. But it's like, look, too little, too late. It's and then the defense. Jesus Christ, Marshawn. I'm sorry I said anything good about you, man. Like, what the fuck? Did I fuck you up? Like, what was that? Like, yeah. I mean, look, man. Dallas's defense is shit, and we played shittier, and that is insane. It's insane that it looked like on offense we weren't prepared for man. If our dumbasses on this podcast can call out what it is Dallas is going to do, why the hell can't they? Yeah, man, this is this one pissed me off.
Yeah, and so we have a couple people here in the comments, which we appreciate. So Mental Fortitude going, we are cooked, is the sentiment currently. And then Brendan Nichols chiming in with some Packers stuff too, asking if the sophomore slump is real. We'll get to both those things, of course. But we got another one. Season is done, guys. I'd like to remind people, look, this is obviously a really tough loss. We're 3-4. You still got to play the games. There's still a lot to happen in this season. A lot of it hinges on Jaden Daniels' health, of course. Talking about Jaden, because he definitely missed on some throws, right?
Yep.
There were numerous ones that were high, some that were a little bit hot or wide, excuse me. Some of it I could pin down to, okay, clearly there is not enough chemistry with these guys. You expect someone to be somewhere, they're not there. Okay, so we knew that was going to be difficult when we were even predicting this game, right? That was going to be difficult. But to your point, K-Dot, you knew they were going to play man. Dallas, I knew they were going to play man. Twitter knew they were going to play man because on Friday, numerous photos came out where they said and showed that Matt Eberflus was prepping to play man. It is what Chicago did. They loaded the box, they took away the run, and they said, can these receivers beat you? And the answer was no, right? And so that's one side of the ball. And the defense, I mean, 44 points allowed. The worst drive somehow to me wasn't even the CD Lamb one catch, 74-yard, like just the one play one. It was the one right before the half where we finally score. It's 15-20. Brady's asking if we scored too soon. We end up getting a sack on their first play. 28 seconds left. They call timeout. And then it's a bomb to Pickens. It is then a Javonte Williams run where people are just in the wrong gaps, and then a tackle's missed and he's down at the 1. And then they have to throw, and Jake Ferguson on 1st and goal catches a touchdown. That to me was a backbreaker entering the half. But the defense, I don't know what to do with it. It's old. It seems slow. The younger guy, Mikey Sanders, still did make a couple plays today. That was nice to see. But it's discouraging. I don't know where we go moving forward with this defense, K-Dot.
Yeah, that's a good question. Where do we go with this defense from here on out? Like, I will tell you this: if Jaden for some reason can't go for a while, then I want to start seeing Jordan McGee over Bobby Wagner. I know that. If I'm, it even looks like in this game they already decided that they were going to go with Jones instead of Lattimore. So maybe that's the thing. But I'd also look at starting Sanders still outside again. Like, that's where I'm at. Is like, I know there are talent deficiencies, but like from what I've seen, this front seven been able to do at certain points. Look, I can see the defensive line. It looks like they took a major step back during the game when Dorrance Armstrong came out. All right, given. Jacob Martin looked good at certain aspects here on this thing, but it's that they can't get all facets of the defense working together for long, sustained periods of time. So it's like you look at zone or man, like what Joe Witt's calling. All right, you call zone. So regardless of whatever it is they call, there are guys that are in the wrong spots and not communicating. And that's just a baseline, right? So that's a baseline. But they play zone. When they play zone, the front four don't get there in time. So you got a quarterback just carve up the fucking defense. Then when they play man, sometimes then when you decide, all right, fuck it, we're going to do man. This is what we want to do anyway, right? And the pass rush does get there. But then you got a breakdown in coverage. You got someone being not where it is they need to be. You get dumbass pass interference. Although I'm gonna shoot. The only bail I can shoot Lattimore is that DPI. In the end, that was kind of bullshit. That was ticky tacky. I mean, these refs did call this game like really, really to the ground. But you shot fucking foot. I mean, at 1.95 yards. I don't know if that's where it ended because that was the last time I stopped counting past that point. But yeah, man, it's just that is the. I had so much hope for a moment in this game after the safety when they had the energy going the way they needed to. Mm-hmm. And the drive off the safety, 7 plays, 65 yards, 3 minutes, 45 seconds was one of my favorite drives I've seen this entire year. It wasn't everything. It wasn't even that every one of the plays was positive. I just like what I was seeing. I liked it. Oh, we're going to run it anyway. And then here's the play action across the middle. That looks good. The crossing route. Oh, why didn't I see that again? Why didn't I see Jaden roll out anymore during the game? I don't remember seeing that anymore. Like they do these things in these short bursts to make me think that we got something special, and then all of a sudden they just revert back to the same bullshit that we kind of know that they're on. Like the only thing saving me as far as my mental state is that. I had this team around 500. I guess we both had the team around 500. Or I'm still looking at this in the sense of a rebuild sort of thing. Like give me some more draft picks, I guess. But nah, man, it's just the way that we lost this game was just embarrassing. The way that we lost this game was every facet that you could just look at, and it was like bad at certain points. Shout out to special teams at least. Tressway, God damn.
Tressway, Percy Butler had a couple nice tackles. We can go ahead and entertain some questions too. Oh, Deron Payne was great. Multiple pass deflections. So here, let's say we bottom out and win 5 games. Let's look forward for a second. Where do you think DQ's job security is?
He's not getting fired this
question. And I completely agree with that. He is not getting fired. You can then also blame the injuries. And then you have Joe Valu. I don't know. Sorry. Our schedule is brutal coming up with all the injuries.
Kick our ass.
It's not going to be great. Not going to be great.
She's going to murder us.
They look good today. The only sort of saving grace was the thumbs up from Jaden and being able to jog.
To his
because
mom?
The hamstring injury could suck. Yeah, to his mom. The jogging was encouraging at least. Could he still miss a week? Of course, he could still miss a week. He could miss 2 more weeks. Who knows? We'll find out more in time. But moving forward, a lot of it obviously hinges on Jaden, but I am now less focused on Jaden and much more on, like we were talking about, the defense, right? Because if you can't get stops, then none of this really matters.
But being completely honest, I don't think either one of us thought they were going to get stops in this game.
No, I understand that, but I didn't think it would be a 1-play drive. I didn't think it would be a 3-play drive.
Oh, that's when you start looking at these individual guys. This is when you start looking at like Marshawn Lattimore, dog. I can't. I have nothing for you. Nothing. I got nothing for you. Sanders still had some. I think Sanders still stat line at the end of this game is going to look pretty decent. I don't think Trey Amos had his best. Trey Amos definitely didn't have his best game, and that whatever that fucking tackle attempt was on Turbin, Jesus Christ. Yeah, poor tackling. We know Javonte Williams. We talked about that stat, right? Murderous as far as that goes. And if Marshawn don't know how to turn around and look for the damn football at any given point in time, he's either going to give up the damn play or he's getting the pass interference call. And this is the most talented wide receiver duo we come up against, and this is probably the most talented quarterback we came up against so far this season too. So, like, at the end of the day, well, maybe Justin Herbert. Oh, yeah, maybe. It's like we know this defense has been absolute trash at certain points. We need safety. That whole entire secondary needs a complete rehauling. And anybody wants to blame Dan Quinn or Joe Witt, you could also blame Adam Peters at this point as far as the secondary goes. So, like, it's just trash. Like, I don't know if I'm Joe Witt. I don't know who's in charge of personnel changes because they need to happen. Like, if this is the same lineup they go into next week, I am also going to be pissed off. Like, this is not, you got to do something now. And like, Jones needs to get a start. I think they need to switch some shit up back there. Where's Tyler Owens? Like, I need some shit changed in that secondary because it can't be worse than it is now.
No, it cannot be worse than it is now. And I do think personnel changes will ultimately fall on the coordinator because typically that's his responsibility. These are the people I want out there.
Coach got it.
Well, given how DQ seems to empower his coordinators, I imagine that in this situation, it would be Joe's call. Okay, so we'll make the assumption. I'll try and read more about that to see whose responsibility it actually is. The way I see it is Dan is the head guy. Maybe they run it by him, but he's typically going to go ahead and say, okay, that's absolutely fine, but responsibility falls on him ultimately, right? So I think that's how it's going to work. I want to see some of the younger guys play because currently it isn't working with the older guys. So you may as well get the younger guys some experience, right? Yeah. I don't know what else to do over here. And then on the other side of the ball, because we have talked a bit about the defense, but we also got to show this also. Why are we playing man right there? Why not cover 4? Lots of questions on the defense, as we know. On the offensive side of things, I don't know, get healthier, have a pass game that people respect. Like, if Debo's on the field, are they able to stack the box as much? Maybe, actually, because Chicago did. But Debo and Terry, much more difficult to do. So we just need some playmakers back to free stuff up. Bill had 13 carries for 33 yards today. And early on, he started strong. Then they committed numbers to the run. That was it, right? And then all of a sudden, and this is how Jaden gets hurt, by the way. You start asking him to do everything. Whether he's playing well or not, he is now doing everything because you stop running. So now the ball's in his hands every single play. And things like that can happen. You're just increasing the odds of that happening. And lack of trust with the receivers, we need to get healthier on that side of the ball. And I think we can in the next couple of weeks. But this Kansas City one isn't looking very promising right now, at least moving forward, K-Dot.
I understand as far as you putting a lot on Jaden when it comes to the run. If you're not having that run game work the way it needs to. And yeah,
understand it to be clear.
Well, yeah, I think that we got away from the run at certain points in this game where we shouldn't have. And I also think that like what the changes need to happen as far as in the run as you're going through the game is not doing the same shit over and over again. It's trying to find another way in which you can still run the football. So like, I just didn't see the diversification in the run game that I would like to have seen, or the short game. They try to do some of this lateral stuff, but the Dallas defense is just fast. So like you gotta kind of press. Look, man, I don't know what the all-22 is going to show me. I will know that I was frustrated as shit with Jaden at certain points in this game. Because I could see it. I could see shit like even before the half. Like it was just shit. It's like it's right there. Just go. Just take it.
The layups and stuff like that.
Just take the shot. Like it's right there. Like you give the playmakers the ball. Like let's see if they got any of those guys. Right. So like there's always going to be an element that goes back to that last season. It's like I get you're taking care of the football, and I appreciate you taking care of the football. You got to push the ball down the field. Like you got to move. You got to trust what your eyes are seeing. Trust that they're doing the right thing, and throw the damn ball. Like there is an element of that that's just not. that needs to happen at a higher frequency. But I also think that there's some things in the passing game that I want to see more put into the actual fabric.
Yeah, I don't think the drops helped with the confidence.
No, of course not.
We now have the most drops in the NFL, by the way. 14, I believe, is the number. 13 officially, if you count Ertz's second one, that's 14.
No doubt.
It's just all that affects each other. All that is connected.
Yeah, no shit. It's like we're trotting out the 2 rookie receivers and a dude that was home 5 days ago. So like, yeah, I get it. Like it's not, it doesn't give you a lot of confidence when throwing the football that these guys are going to catch it or you're doing. But brother, it's better to get your brains bashed in back there behind the line of scrimmage. Like we got to do something. So like I'm just saying that like there is meat left on the bone in that way, and sailing a lot of the balls that he did at this particular game. Like I'm being nitpicky, but like if I know on this team that you are capable and you have talent, then I'm gonna call you out or criticize you as far as on that level. It goes for a lot of the guys. I mean, Bobby Wagner's gotten a lot of that shit from me this year. Like there's a lot of these dudes that like, and Jaden he's in that upper echelon for me. So like with that comes higher expectations, at least for me, and things that and the thing that's frustrating is that I'm saying the same things over and over again. So like that's the only frustration part for me.
All right, so then let's ask this question.
No, I don't. But it's not a sophomore slump to me. He's not doing the thing that I was still criticizing for last year, right? But with the lack of receiver talent, it just feels worse than it does or typically does, because usually he can still hit a shot for somebody that's going to do something. But right now, there was not. What was Luke McCaffrey's stat line at the end of this fucking game?
0 receptions, 0 yards, almost concussed. Glad he wasn't. Some kick returns.
Yeah. So like that kind of shit. Like it's just you could see it like when Mariota came in, you saw them pushing the ball in that intermediate zone, like immediately. He's just taking the shots. Like that's all.
Well, he's taking the layups also.
That's what I want to see from Jalen.
Right. That's what I was saying earlier.
Like, yeah,
right? Take the layups.
Just take
not
the
just the
right.
shots.
No, not the shot. No, that's what I'm saying. It's take the layup. Trust what your eyes are seeing and take the layups. Yeah. It's read through your progressions and take the layup. Like it's just throw the ball there. You don't need to hold on the football long. Just get the ball to the playmaker for them to do stuff. Especially when I'm seeing guys wide open, even if it's below the sticks and it's first down. Just do it. Just do it. Like,
okay,
why
cool.
not?
So moving forward, when you say take the shot, you are referring to just the open guy, even if it's 5 yards down the field. Okay, cool. That's good to know moving forward, because I'm like, are you asking him to stretch it deep? That's why I was talking about the drops. Those were
I
further.
think he's trying to stretch it deep too damn much.
I agree. Get rid
of the ball. Get rid of the ball on time is what I want you to do, because it'll help out with you getting hit.
Correct.
Number one.
If it's not there, if your first read's not there, just check it down.
Just because the guys are there, and especially with this defense, I don't know if you saw what I was saying, but those motherfuckers, they stack the box, and on the outside, way back.
Yep.
Right. So it's
absolutely.
Like, dog, you got space there. So like, this is one of those games where it's like, all right, I guess Debo's not here, but you can still kind of try to do some of the things you would do with Debo. No, like even like this, the short the swing route to the McNichols looked awesome. Like that's get the ball to the guys. But that also, like, I put that on Jaden, but I also put a lot of that on Cliff. There are things in the passing game that I just think need to be a bigger part of what it is we do. And every time they call an RPO and don't pass, I'm going to mark it and I'm going to curse Cliff Kingsbury out. I'm going to curse the entire offense every fucking time I see it, because it pisses me off to no end, because there is stuff available there. I just don't like, you look through the penalties, you look at like what happens on defense as far as the coverage breakdowns and the missed tackles. It's just, I see a team that can't stop shooting themselves in the foot, can't stop chopping their legs off, right? Like that's what I'm seeing with this team, and it frustrates the shit out of me. I put that on coaching, I put that on the players, I put that on everything. I don't like this. I don't think that we're as talented as some of these other teams. I did think Dallas was going to move the football on us. I was just hopeful that on offense, we would be creative enough to get the stuff downfield. But even with that being said, look, I know I got you changed your mind over the course of the episode.
I did.
When you heard Debo wasn't going to go, did you regret that choice?
No, I didn't. Just to be clear, I didn't regret the choice emotionally, but I had a bad feeling about it once I saw that. I
immediately regretted it.
Yeah.
So
I was like, oh boy. It
was like, all right, but here's the thing. I will say this. There was still even a little part of me that kind of wanted to see this happen. But I wanted to see it happen because I thought, like, trial by fire, Jaden's he's going to have to get familiar with these guys as the game goes on. And right now I'm going to say, Jaden didn't get to finish the game. And as far from what I said with the wide receiver so far this game and Jaden, it's just you guys didn't get good marks from me as far as that experiment goes. I was really hoping it was going to go better than that.
Yeah.
But at this point, if I'm making any decisions, I ain't playing Debo, Terry, or Jaden until all three of them are healthy together.
Okay, I think that's ridiculous, but I understand where the emotion's coming in. Any final thoughts here before we go to the common mailbag?
It's about to be a long stretch. They don't get this shit together.
And with that, we go to the common mailbag featuring an intro from our very own Nikki.
Comment mailbag time, motherfuckers. District divided, ain't got time for no suckers. Spread the word, get in line. OGs and new G's, it's your time. And spread the gospel, cause this shit is divine. Yeah.
All right, thank you as always for that intro, Nikki. Beginning with, you know what? Let's work backwards.
All right.
Okay, so the freshest comments, then we'll go to the optimism before the game occurred. Jess Anto goes, where don't start? This was edited, so maybe where do we start? Flags, everywhere flags. Coming out of their pockets, fucking up drives. Penalties, sloppiness, slow starts, another Daniels injury. It's the holy trinity of fuckery. Lattimore is looking more and more like St. Juiced. This coaching staff needs to get their shit together. Slow starts, unlimited shotgun offense, consistent coverage breakdowns in the secondary, and shit tackling. Sorry, boys. I'm taking a break from this bullshit. Got too much going on in my life to take 3 hours to watch a dumpster get kicked. May God have mercy on us all. Share this shit. K-Dot, your reaction?
Yeah. Trifecta of fuckery. I like that. It's yeah, man, it's just it's shit. And it's just everybody's just shooting themselves in the foot. I keep going back to that goddamn drive. The 7-play drive. Why didn't we do more of that?
Well, I mean, it did involve some Jaden extending the play, like even beyond the regular amount. It was a great throw to Chris Moore. And to your point, later on, he rolled left and ended up having a really nice flick to Chris Moore. So why not more of that?
A design rollout, you say?
We can ask Cliff. We can ask Cliff. Here's Tony. Oh, gee. After this Dallas game, Lattimore has to be benched. When your bad play affects other players, there are no other options but the bench. And this is something K-Dot had mentioned, of course, saying that, hey, we can have Micah Sanders still back on the outside. We can put Noah back inside. Your reaction, K-Dot?
Yeah, I mean, they got to trust something there. I don't like this combination that we have in the Stars and secondary, the way that it exists currently. And I will say that when the DPI happened, I wrote in my notes immediately. Yeah, here it is. Lattimore, where's your confidence going to be at after this? And I will say he rebounded pretty nicely, at least immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went to shit again. Like, it just went to absolute dog shit. But it was like the whole defense started feeling themselves just a little bit, and the offense started working. It was like, all right, we're going to be in a shootout today. Great. Cool. We signed up for this. And then it just, hey, guys, like, you want to fuck this up? Hey, you want to fuck this up? Let's fuck this up.
And that we did. Here's Mr. Payne going, no playoffs for us. We're doo-doo. And, expectations, at least for me, have changed. Remember, I was like, oh, we're going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
We don't quite look like that currently at 3-4. The Giants, yes, they lost, but hey, they're fun. They look like they're building something over there, maybe, just maybe. And now we sit in third place in the NFC East with injuries, right? That look like a CVS receipt. We're going to have to grind out some wins somehow, but this is looking much more like are we going to make the playoffs team? And on the outside looking in right now, than a legitimate contender or someone that can even make a little bit of noise come January.
They look like how I thought they'd look.
We go to
just not with this type of loss. I just didn't think that they would be. I didn't think.
I don't know that you thought they would look like this.
No, I didn't think they'd do. No, all right. So
correct. So that's what I mean by that.
Didn't think Bill was going to be Bill, right? I didn't buy it until you guys did. Until you showed me. So it's like at least he's the leading rusher right now. So that's great. I didn't trust the defense necessarily as far as in the secondary and offense. My big thing going into this year was I thought the injuries they come around, right? So it was like we had great luck last year. It doesn't usually happen 2 years in a row. So it's like, it's our turn. But you see the injuries that are kind of occurring, and I'm just like, the Terry thing is just lasting longer than I think anybody anticipated it doing. And I'm not sure. From what it sounds like, it's more of a confidence thing than is anything else at this particular point in time, because he's not used to getting hurt like this. And then what you have to do when you have that sort of injury is actually, like, you got to go full speed to find out if you have it or not. And it takes a lot to get that confidence level to get back to there. And I think people are being nice about it right now as far as the.
Well, I think if anyone's had a soft tissue injury, it is.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough mentally.
Yeah,
because there is a moment where there is a little bit of pain, but you're actually ready.
Right.
And if you haven't had one before, you don't know.
Right.
And so I think Terry, like you said, is going through that for the first time. And it's going to be on people to we don't know what the actual injury is,
right,
just to be clear. But like, if it is as close as maybe you're suggesting, K-Dot, then it does fall on team doctors to go, you need to give this a go and just see what happens. We need to be at the reaction stage right now just to see.
That's why I'm saying, that's why I said I think everybody's being nice right now. And I think that, like, I think that's okay. I think that's okay to be. But yeah, right now we need the full. This team is just not going to look right unless we got the full complement of guys, and especially this team's not going to look right unless we have who outside of Jaden Daniels, the MVP of this team, and the offense runs through Deebo Samuel. So like, even when we talk about last week, when Deebo wasn't necessarily doing a whole lot catching the football, the gravity that he pulls just to him changes the entire outlook of the offense as far as like where it is that everybody has to draw attention to. So like, without him on the field, I don't think they even know what to do or who the focal point should be. Because like, I was looking for who was the Deebo replacement going to be in this game. Because like, I was kind of thinking that I wanted to see like more of the Luke McCaffrey, like doing the end around stuff, but I didn't see them even trying necessarily to replicate that as much as it was like that element was gone. But it was like, if you offense runs through this sort of thing, you got to kind of keep it going to some degree.
Yeah. We go over to, let's see, who do we go over to here? Oh, Jamal Bibi-Shambonwi, shout out. I keep waiting for that get right game that just doesn't seem to be in the cards for us. And again, looking at the schedule moving forward, doesn't get any easier, right? You got Kansas City, you got Seattle after that. I think it's Detroit after that. I mean, it just does not get any easier, kid. It's going to be potentially tough sledding depending on who's is and isn't available here.
Yeah, I mean, I still think they're going to rattle off some wins that people don't think they should. I do think that this team can still be deadly when healthy, at least. And I do think that, like, so like, I'm not, so to me, the season's not over by a long shot. There's way too many division games left. Right. But like, the status quo is not okay. And like, I don't expect the status quo to stay this way unless the injuries just snowfall. Like if we get like a few more guys to get hurt, and it's just like, you know, but like Dorrance Armstrong, what is that? Like, what do I got to deal with that?
Also a hamstring.
So like, if these guys starting to fall, which is to be expected when you have the oldest team in the NFL, then we start shifting that gauge into, let's get the young guys some reps this season. And like, here's the thing. What you never want is the young guys get some reps because there's just a chance they're better than the vets at this point. Like maybe like that's a distinct possibility in this particular situation.
Yeah. We go to Martin Collins over here going, let's see our second string receivers be force multiplied by our single-handed true football king, Jaden Daniels. And of course, there were a couple moments where it looked like it. You know, Chris Moore is able to have that catch and run, for example. There's both rollouts to Chris Moore where he looks good. But then there are other situations like Jalen Lane has a drop, unfortunately, across the middle of the field. It's inexcusable at that point. Then you have when Zach, of all people, ends up having a bad drop. And another on 3rd and 13 that shouldn't go down as a drop, but we've seen Zach make that catch where it just goes to the outside. It's low. He's sliding. He brings it in. So I think it's a Zach Ertz drop, but not like an official drop on that one. You need more from the wide receivers because there was also one where Jaden early on tried to give it to Luke McCaffrey, but he was completely draped in coverage. So it's hard to force multiply when receivers are covered, when you don't have the chemistry with them. But Jaden needed to be better at the same time in spots, obviously, and take those shots or layups like we're talking about.
And that's the thing is like you don't have the talent to shoot yourself in the foot with the mistakes. So turnovers and penalties, you can't do that and expect to try to get things ginned up to do anything positive. And Mariota, you don't get away from the criticism either. That fucking interception was stupid. It was dumb. Yeah. And you were moving the football pretty good. I was kind of like, all right, maybe this is one of those Mariota games, right? Where it's like the offense starts opening up more because he's willing to trust these guys just from a veteran standpoint just to do it. That was such a stupid interception.
Yeah, tremendously stupid. We go to Canis Wavy. I'm going all over the place here, by the way. Predicting a much-deserved, long-time coming walk down in Dallas. Not based on the rosters, but on the idea that badly losing this game would be what sends Jerry World into disarray. JD5 will have his best game of the season so far, even without his guys. These are the games the elite quarterbacks show why they're elite. Also think our pass defense fares a lot better than folks are giving them credit. I still believe this team can accomplish anything. Would be curious to see what the updated comment is over there, especially this particular game from Candace Wavy. K. Your reaction?
That's all on. What do you think now?
I have the exact same question. Devolia Jones goes, there's a chill in the air. It's getting cold out. Dallas is attacking from the south. Winter is coming, is the comment. And we're going to go to Nebs Terrify. Shout out. Really hate how Cliff's resume looks so much better regardless of our record. K. Your reaction to that?
I don't know. I think Cliff, I always thought the conversation around Cliff has always been like a double-edged sword thing. Because, I mean, there was a lot of times last year where still people were questioning him and his abilities. And I say every time there's a conversation about how special Cliff is, there's another conversation about how we're not entirely sure he's that special.
Yeah.
I always felt like it's pretty fair.
Devolia Jones again. Don't forget about special teams. Brandon Aubrey, Cavante Turpin, or Turspin Cycle. Just other people to look out for. Brandon Aubrey is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
He is just, he's automatic. He hasn't missed a field goal this season. When he lined up from 61, automatic. I mean, you knew it was in. I knew it was in. Like, there's no doubt he is undoubtedly the best kicker in the NFL and maybe already the best one in terms of talent in history. It's just, I mean, come on. The guy can hit from 70.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy.
No, he's sick. He's sick. But on the specialty, like, I will give Washington credit outside of him, which what are you going to do about that? Like, basically any of your from the 40-yard line beyond, or if you're on your own 40, then you could get 3 points automatically. Is just what? But I will give credit to a lot of the other aspects of Washington special teams were pretty decent. Some inopportune, some bad penalties in certain spots, but Lou McCaffrey, and I like what I'm seeing in the run game or the return game for the most part. And I gotta give you. Oh shit! I just remembered that the goddamn Autry safety punt.
Mm-hmm. Just did this, by the way, Brandon.
My God, what was that?
Oh, don't worry about
it. Interest way, best player, man.
Best player, dude.
Damn,
what a punt! Percy Butler downing it at the 1 actually started the spark we needed.
You talk about complimentary football. You go, it's way to Butler to Payne to that drive, and you're like, that's it, guys. Do that. No, I don't want to do that.
No. We go to Mo Musavi. Shout out. DQ keeps on saying how frustrated is Terry. Guess what? We don't give a shit. How about us fans? We are more than frustrated. We are pissed off. Terry is a no-show since 2024. I'll assume that means since the 2024 season because the calendar year 2024, Terry's given us some of our greatest moments so far. So I'll assume it's after the 2024 season's done. Not your reaction.
Look, man, I'm not. It had contract guys. What did I say? I said whatever it is that they decide, I'm with, and I'm there. I'm not going to question it. It is what it is. But this is why you don't pay out receivers to 30-something years.
Well, this is why you don't pay them late, because we talked about the soft tissue injury for a while. I was saying that is a very real possibility the longer that this goes.
Yeah, but
and here we are.
That's fair, but that's that. I'm just saying that Debo and him. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. We go to Martin Collins, who's going to round out the comment mailbag. Got a couple over here remaining. let's go with this one. The fumble killed us, but that last 3rd and 4 nonstop from the defense was ridiculous. This is back to the Chicago Bears game, to be clear.
Oh.
They let them throw a short pass to the sticks and get the first and kill the clock. That was the Colston Loveland play.
Yep.
And then another from Martin Collins going, we gave that one away last Monday night. This is a must-win Wild West shootout. I dig it, K-Dot. I'm going through a breakup as well. Sucks, huh? We need Jaden to be Superman. JD5 Sunday. He is the man. I'll let you react to those 2 comments first, K-Dot.
Kind of in a good place as far as the breakup goes, in all honesty. But
Good.
beyond that, we didn't win it.
And I still feel the division is open, not wide open. Philadelphia looked good today. Maybe they figured some stuff out, but they've done this before and then just had a really weird game after that. So there's still, from my perspective, plenty of football left to play. The Chicago game, for whatever reason, hurts more than this one. Just because I think with that one, it so clearly felt like our game, even with the turnovers. And it was just like, okay, we still have it. And then the way that we snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, there's just a way in which that occurred with first place on the line that was like, oh, this one, once Debo was ruled out, it was like, I don't know, like sort of house money. Let's see what happens. And it just didn't go well. But that's, yeah. So that's my reaction over there. And here are a couple more. And this is reference to us, Kata. One more thing. I catch every show I can, and I'm quick to share y'all with family and friends. Once again, keep up the good work. That's 1. 2. And once again, I don't want to overstate it, but you guys rock. You both have a great complimentary method, and I hope we keep getting more from y'all. And we greatly appreciate those comments, Martin. You will. You will continue to hear from us. And any final thought there, K-Dot?
Yeah, I mean, I just imagine the chemistry we would have if my partner over here would deal with the substance abuse issues.
This was the show. This was District Divided.
I had to get something in, man. What the
Yeah,
fuck? This is not fun. This has not been fun.
You think I'm enjoying? I was like,
God, you look so angry this entire episode.
Who, me?
Yeah,
I'm living.
Yeah, you're pissed. You are fucking pissed. I can tell you are holding it. You can't. I know, dog. I can see it. I know. This is not okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. But I'm also like, okay, no one was healthy. All right. But I'm also like, I got some thoughts. I got some thoughts. Not just here, but like I'm almost at the point to have the Joe Witt conversation. Which like I wasn't for all the way up until this point. So that's something that maybe gets discussed.
I think, all right, let me see how the tape turns out. But maybe this all 22 episodes, the Joe Witt all 22 defense episode.
Yeah, perhaps. And to be clear, I'm not like, hey, we need to get rid of him. I'm like, we need to
hold him accountable.
Yes, that's it. That's it. So this was the show. This is District Divided, a TC Sports podcast, more specifically a Washington Commanders podcast. The answer is fuck no. I am Amit. That is K-Dot. And if you enjoyed the episode, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, comment as you always do, and K-Dot.
Anybody ever says anything about bringing Snyder up, punt that bitch to the sun. And then share this. No, you know what? Don't. Let's forget this one. Come back for the all 22 if you want to. But damn, Kansas City, it's not any easier. I don't know, man. Watch or don't watch. Figure it out.
Figure it out. Maybe be like Jess, just take the night off, relax, get a good night's sleep, avoid sports TV for a little while there. But we will see you guys for the all 22 review on Tuesday, as we always do. And so until then, just take it easy.
And also, if Bijan Robinson gets 70 yards, your boy's got $2,000 in his bank.
In DC, we're just hoping that you listen.